Alright. This is gonna be the dungeon crawling episode, so first, let's go to the Amagi Palace, or Castle, whichever you want to call it. And we're gonna go take on the secret boss, as soon as I build my party. Let's see. I haven't used Yosuke in a while. Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko. Alright, time to explore. Right. Yep. Unibot Trap, a much better weapon than a monkey wrench. Looks like I'm pretty decked out. Alright, time to get to the boss as soon as possible. Talk about my controller preference first. I know a lot of people call the Xbox 360 controller the perfect controller. I mean, it is nice not having to reconnect the not to reconnect the controller, just having an extra battery pack lying around, so that way you can get back to the game as soon as possible, but it just feels kind of weird having the battery pack and grabbing it, feeling it when you're playing. It's a good controller, but I don't call it perfect. The PS3 controller, it feels nice, but then you have to stay near the cable every time your battery runs out. But I guess the D-pad's better on the PS3 controller. On the Xbox 360 controller, I don't like the D-pad. It just, every time I try to press one direction, it presses the other direction instead on certain occasions. It just pisses me off. So there's that. Oddly enough, I know some people are gonna say it's a really weird preference, but I really like the GameCube controller a lot better. I don't know why. I mean, sure, it's a wired controller. You have to sit a certain distance away from the TV, but it never runs out of batteries. It's not super freaking expensive. Plus, the handles, regardless of how weird they look, they feel pretty damn nice in my hands, I would say. I know a lot of people, well, a lot of people on the internet, not a lot of people who watch this video, are gonna say that's a really weird preference, but I don't know, I like it. I can grab it for hours without getting super tired. What else is there to talk about? Alright, the Rosette Fan Trophy.
Two enemies, but you have the advantage. It's so puny. Use electricity on it. It's so puny. Use electricity on it.
Pretty much just scanning, and those lines are
Don't lower your guard
expiration lines.
So puny. Use electricity.
Say something else.
It's so cute.
Alright, fuck this.
Now's your chance. Run!
I really don't like it. She's kind of annoying. I guess there's a 2DS, but I guess there's not really much to talk about that. I mean, yes, the design looks ridiculous, but they did take out the 3D, which will concern some parents due to the fact that it may harm children's eye vision if they're below 7. But it's like, if you ask to take out a feature, and then they do that, but you complain about how it looks, what's the point of asking for that feature? You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit hypocritical. I believe that's the right way to say that anyway. I've never used it in my hands though, so I don't know how to say how it feels. The 3DS, the regular one with, oh, shit, things like. The regular 3DS ones, you have the, if you have big hands, it kind of feels weird because it's small.
Oh, a rich one. Don't let
You know
it get
what I mean?
away. No truck. Go! Yikes, it's tough.
What else is
3
there?
of them. Don't give up now, okay? I am the house.
I guess the 3DS Pad,
Couldn't do it.
the additional one, it feels kind of weird. But it's like, you get used to it after a while of using it. I mean, that thing feels really small in my hand, so I mainly leave it on so it doesn't get tiny.
It ran away. The nerve of that
And so my hands don't start getting sore. 3DS XL is pretty nice, but the back's kind of thin. It feels kind of thin. It's like with the iPod 5 and the iPhone 5. It feels good, but it just feels thin, and it feels like I'll break it if I just grab it too strong. It's so thin it feels to me. Did I climb the stairs already? No, I didn't. What else is there? Alright, PS Vita. I guess I can talk about that, since I own one. The PS Vita, as some people know, wasn't always called the PS Vita. It was called the Next Gen Portable, which I thought was kind of a weird name, but it kind of fit with the handheld, considering it's pretty good. But after the name changed to PlayStation Vita, it's just,
One enemy on the field. You
it
can do
feels weird saying PS Vita, or PS, when you try to say the abbreviation, just PSV sounds weird in conversation. I don't know why. If they had kept it Next Gen Portable, it would have felt cool saying NGP. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Sure, the name would be weird. Next gen portable. Ah, fucking hell.
Last one. Go for it.
Let's do this.
But saying the abbreviations would have been nice.
You can win this. Just give Wind a rest, okay? You can win this. You can win this. Just give Wind.
What else is there to say? So I'm gonna fucking use red wall again. I'm gonna be so like this. Alright, here we go. Firecracker.
Damn, it's not going down. Persona!
What else is there to say? Alright, I guess
Go for it.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 is pretty goddamn hard.
No, it's not working.
I mean,
Just what I'd expect, GA-senpai. Woo!
it's a really good game, don't get me wrong, it's just god awful hard. I mean, about after 3 or 4 times that you die, the game gives you an option to change to easy. So I thought, I beat it on hard. Don't worry. So then I did beat it. Well, not, I guess not, really. I haven't beaten it yet. I got stuck at this one boss. So then I switched it to easy mode, and I immediately wish I had done it earlier.
You don't look so good.
I mean, damage you get is less. The, damage, I don't know about the damage inflict. I think it does increase though. You'll always be able to, really try and still to escape dungeons. I mean, you're always able to, escape battles. It's just really easy. So if anyone watching this has Shin Megami Tensei 4, don't try to keep your pride, your gamer pride, while playing it. Just switch to easy mode. It'll be a big help. Trust me. What else is there? Right, there's the, how much courage do I have in? No? Yeah, I will get that up. Alright, time to save first. On to the bathhouse. Right. The water temple. Well, by water temple I mean the 3D remake, not the original. Because when I told my brother that, not really told, I showed him the Nintendo Power magazine where it said that they would mark in the 3D remake where the water levels would change. That pissed him the fuck off. But I played it. It didn't really make the game any easier.
What's its problem?
Well,
More incoming.
specifically, it didn't really make the dungeon easier.
Beat it to a pulp.
I mean, the water temple, regardless of telling you where the
All right, senpai.
level change, I mean, eventually you'll have that shit memorized like the back of your hand. The only thing that makes the game easier for people who play the original is if you have, when you get, well, instead of 3 slots for items, you get 4 slots for items. That way you don't ever have to take off the shoes needed for that one dungeon. So no matter what, you're always going to be able to have shoes on. Or you're always going to be able to equip the Goron sword. The big Goron sword, I mean. That's what makes it easier, really. Adding another equip slot, not really being... not really being easier by telling you where the water changing levels are. I need to check which quests I didn't complete. Another statue. Old key and Brad Fuzz on Steamy Bathhouse. Got it. What else is there? Our boots. So floors 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. I'm gonna need 5 thick hides. Alright. Anything else? Yep, that's it. I mean, the one thing I'm really glad that they put in the 3D remake is the whole Master Quest. I mean, just having to beat the game, watch the credits, be able to play the whole game through with increased difficulty, everything reversed.
There's one enemy.
That's better, honestly. And that, I can honestly see why no one would ever want to play that game on Master Quest. Damn near every dungeon becomes a water temple, in my opinion. What else is there? Oh, right. There's one thing that I've done out of all of the games I've ever played. Anyway, as I was saying, one thing that I've done out of all the games I've played that makes me, I guess you could say it's as close as I'm gonna get to being proud of something I've ever done, is play through the whole of Master Quest without dying. Granted, I did die once, or it was a permadeath run, so if I died, I restarted the whole thing over from scratch, not continuing. I only needed 1 restart for Master Quest, and I got fucking killed by a goddamn spider egg that fell on top of me. That aside, I did beat the game after that without ever dying. That made me feel real happy, but
Let's go, partner. Good answer.
But people say, like, when you buy a game and then you beat it and you've completed it, but you feel like you haven't fully done everything you can, you tend to try to look online and see whatever you can do, or just think of what you can do. So I thought, maybe I'll play through both versions on 3 Heart Run. So I played through the normal version first. I beat it. Took me almost double the amount of time it took me to beat the regular quest, getting heart containers. That was really hard.
More enemies.
And then I beat normal mode on
You're on a roll, Senpai. 2 defeated.
permadeath run. Fucking gets intense when you try to dodge all of Ganon's attacks on the final boss. But Master Quest. Now, I know permadeath run, all you have to do for permadeath, or for 3 heart run, is go through the whole game without getting more hearts. And I did do that. Well, I decided, no, it's not hard enough. So on my Master Quest run, I decided I would immediately go grab the Giant's Knife, break it, and use that for every single boss. On top of that, I figured I would not use a single revive fairy. I did that too. What else did I do?
There are 2 enemies. Careful now.
I also...
Everyone. And
What else is there?
you can count on me. Go! Beat 'em up!
Yeah, that was it. Went through the game without using the 5 fairies. And by using the Giant's Knife on every single boss. Broken Giant's Knife on every single boss, not getting the bigger on sword. On top of that, I decided that I would use the bottle to bounce back all of Ganon's magic balls at him. That was fun. For a while. I mean, I wasn't able to do it, but...
Keep going, guys.
what my friend said was, Master Quest, and this is gonna describe perfectly well why I didn't like... I mean, I did enjoy beating Master Quest with 3 hearts, but it wasn't easy. If you run through on Master Quest with 3 hearts only, everything pretty much becomes a one-hit KO. So you gotta dodge. You gotta learn how to dodge pretty damn well if you try to do a. Right, okay. If you try to do a 3-heart Master Quest run, it's a fucking bitch. So I was happy that I was able to get replayability out of Ocarina of Time. I'm really glad. I've replayed that game to death, but no way in hell am I gonna do a Uber Zelda challenge.
3 enemies.
That's just bullshit.
Now's your chance. Run.
Really. No 3-heart challenge for me. No way. Should probably turn on the light. There. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Well, I guess there is one more thing to talk about. I think, oh hey. No, wait, one more thing. I don't like the Pokemon show anymore. I mean, it used to be good back when Ash's 10-year-old age made sense. But now that he's always fucking 10 years old, I don't like it anymore. Hate it. Fucking hell. I really wish they would, like, just reboot the series with a darker storyline. Not like super, super dark, but dark enough to the point where it keeps it interesting. On top of that, have characters that actually age, damn it. And off-screen Pokemon deaths. That'd be super sad, but it would make for a really good anime, in my opinion. Also, I really hate Matt Smith as the Doctor. I just don't like him. I think he tries too hard to be funny. So, I'm really goddamn happy that he's gonna die. Like, super happy he's gonna die. The episodes were good, but if they chose someone else, they would have been better. He tries so hard, I swear, he tries so hard to be funny. And then other times he tries too hard to be serious. If that's even possible. Earth. Change to Arcana. Sweet bonus. I think that gives you a trophy if you get a bunch of those. I'm not sure. Damn, I sneezed. Wait, Dave and Bobbit? Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna look for some dancing hands.
Okay, I'll look for an opening. Now's your chance. Run!
Please be dancing hands. Please be dancing hands. Really?
Now's your chance. Run!
I like David Tennant though. He was amazing as a Doctor. Really didn't like him when he died. Also, the guy before him, what's his name? No offense to anyone who actually knows his name. His episodes were kind of boring. No offense. He was a good Doctor, but I just didn't like the episodes.
Now's your chance. Run!
Some of the episodes were really goddamn ridiculous, but they were interesting to watch.
Now's your chance. Run!
I personally like Doctor number 9 and 10 over fucking Doctor 11. For the bloody Matt Smith.
Now's your chance. Run!
Really don't want to fight any of those right now, game.
Two enemies on the field. Now's your chance. Run!
Don't want the stairway. I want more dancing hands. never really knew about. Oh, hey, dancing here.
3 enemies. We have the initiative.
I kind of never knew about this series until my friend in high school kept badgering me, telling me to try it. Okay. I'm like, might as well get Persona 4. I mean, I've got the Vita. I might as well get the Golden. Right? So I got it. No regrets. Until I lost all the data. No regrets. Let me see. Justice, Chariot, Temperance. I'll get a priest. Forget priestess. Please not check how many I got. How many? Oh, 5. Well, I guess I'll continue grinding later. I think I've talked enough today. Anyway, that's it for today, or tonight, whenever you're seeing this. Later.